So I just got back from moving my stepson into college last week.
I can't wait to hear about it. The pictures were so stinking cute. I was loving.
Which ones? The ones of
The one of you and his mom and him and you
Oh,
guys
yeah.
just like outside with the suitcases. I was loving it.
poor Jeff, him and his two mothers. I'm Sara Jane Ho, and this is Mind Your Manners, where no topic is off limits as we uncover the secrets to feeling at ease in every situation. Actually, one of my Chinese social media follows sent me a message which I thought was really sweet, and I translated it into English. She basically said, "OMG, how are you able to have such a good relationship with your husband's former wife, and how are you able to be so good to your stepson?"
Oh, that's awesome.
And to me, it's like, I think that granted, my husband at first was really not keen on the idea.
Right. He definitely was not. It took him time.
But he just chuckles. He thinks it's like so entertaining now. And he can see the blessings it's brought everybody in the family.
Yes. I mean, look at his son. I mean, look at
Yeah.
him. Truly, I just remember you months ago being like, yeah, he doesn't really know what he wants. When you really started to get closer to him and you're like, I'm going to take him to look at some schools. He had no idea. And now look at him. I mean,
He's
come
matriculated.
on.
He's like,
yeah, how cool. Like, how beautiful. It's so, like, classic you, though. I feel like it's so perfect. And your husband has to know this, right? It's like, that's why he loves you. That's why he married you. It's like, of course it would be you to be besties with his ex-wife, help, like, full-on stepmomming the son. Like, I love it. I love it.
And it's also part of me wanting to buck Chinese culture.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because the version of me in Shanghai or the version of me in Hong Kong would never do this. Like, I wouldn't be as, and no offense to China and Hong Kong, I wouldn't be this enlightened.
Yeah.
It really is the version of me in LA that, and I don't think he ever expected it. I didn't even.
Really?
The best thing is when you surprise yourself.
Yeah.
Like, that is the best thing. And I also posted pictures of me and Joanne on my WeChat moments, which is kind of like a super WhatsApp in China. And when I was on the phone the next day with my husband, he was like, yeah, when you posted that, I got 6 phone calls, which really means he got like 5 WeChat messages and one phone call.
Hilarious. That's hilarious.
He was like, yeah, I got 6 phone calls. And my friends were like, oh, they look like they've become sisters.
Hilarious. I love it, though. I really do. And I think that's, just part of your purpose is dismantling these so-called beliefs that people have, right? And especially in your, like, culture that everyone has to walk this path. And you're like, no, they don't.
Yeah, no, they don't.
Why?
No, they
Says
don't.
who? Right?
Exactly.
Like, and I love that.
And it's so liberating for me.
Yeah.
And she,
awesome.
and it's really big of her too. And we have no secrets. Like, we don't hide anything. Wow. She even showed me pictures of like her marriage registry with Jason. And and by the way, Joanne is like, she is an incredible woman.
Yeah.
She, especially when she was younger, she was beautiful. Now she's in her 50s and menopausal, so she's gained a little bit of weight, but she's still very attractive. And I think, what didn't work out between them is that she's Northern Chinese and he's Southern Chinese.
Okay, tell me the difference.
So
just personality, really?
So, because China's so big,
yeah,
right? And just like how in the U.S., right, there are Southerners and Northerners, blah, blah, blah. And in China, Northern Chinese, they're closer to barbarians, like the Mongols, like the Genghis Khan, right?
Yeah.
That whole thing.
Okay.
And whereas Southern, so the horseback, right, blah, 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 tribal. Southern Chinese, close to the coast, and so they were merchants.
Oh, interesting.
Right, so they were merchants, they were traders, they were more sophisticated, they were more businessy.
Yeah.
And so the Northern Chinese are known for being violent and barbaric.
Interesting.
And the Southern Chinese are known for being very civilized. By the way, Hong Kong is like the southernmost tip. It's like a little island off the southernmost tip of mainland China.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and so we're like the most southern of southern. My husband is from Zhejiang province, which is southern. And Zhejiang actually is the province in China that has most number of billionaires in China.
Oh, wow.
In fact, I think it's like second to Silicon Valley or something.
Wow.
I mean, there's something like that. And so Joanne, she's from Northern China. I forgot exactly which she's from northeastern China, which is also somewhat maybe close to, is it? I mean, well, basically it's like really far north. And usually, and so they are very direct. They don't sugarcoat anything. They will like have fist fights and yell at you.
Oh my, I can't love it. That's so funny.
But they're also like, if they consider you their friend, they will die for you.
Ride or die.
Exactly, they're ride or die. Yeah. And even if like you as their friend do something illegal or wrong, they will fight for you till the end.
Yes. I love that.
And so it really doesn't work for a southern man to marry a northern woman. Right, because northern women are already so strong and so like kind of, you know.
That makes sense.
A northern man could be with a southern woman, right? Okay. Because she's like civilized and dainty and like da-da-da. And he's kind of like the, you know, very machismo, right?
Yeah.
But unfortunately, you know, for my husband, he's a southern man and his first wife was a very northern woman.
That's crazy. That's interesting.
And also there's another fun saying, which is that Chinese from the north, people from the north are suitable to be emperor, and then people from the south are suitable to be prime minister. Because from the north...
That makes sense, I can see.
From the north, the northern Chinese, and Beijing is also considered northern Chinese, they talk a good talk. They really know how to like paint the vision and paint the dream, but there's little to no execution.
Oh, interesting.
And that's why there's a lot of over-promising and then no follow-through with people in Beijing or people in northern China. And they like to over-exaggerate a lot. So I
very
always
emperor.
And I apply an 80% discount to anything that a northern person tells me. Like, because in Beijing, I was surrounded by all these northern Chinese, and afterwards, like getting boned a couple times, like, okay, 80% haircut to whatever they say.
Yeah, that's so fascinating.
And then southern Chinese, by the way, Shanghai is in southern China.
Okay.
They're known for being very detail-oriented, very administrative, but they don't overpromise. Whatever they're
realistic.
Yeah, they're very realistic, and whatever they do promise, they think about it for a long time, but then they deliver it.
Interesting.
And so that's why we say the prime minister is suited to come from the south, because they're detail oriented, they're execution based, right?
Yeah.
They don't know how to like sort of they're just not comfortable over exaggerating.
They don't do the glitzy glam.
Yeah, and then they're not comfortable saying things that are not true, whereas northern Chinese are very comfortable saying things that are not true.
That is so funny. Wow, that's fascinating.
Fun, right?
Really fun. I'm like, I can't wait to go to China with you.
Yeah.
I'm like, I need to learn all about this. I love it.
Anyway, so I'm gonna give Joanne a glow up.
Love.
So she's coming to LA in next week, actually.
No way.
Yeah, we're gonna spend 2 days together. I'm gonna give her a glow up. We're gonna do some peptide therapy.
Oh my God, that's gonna make her feel so good.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet that means so much to her.
Yeah.
I bet she's so
excited.
grateful that you guys are close and that you're in her life. That's awesome.
And you know what? The day after we each got home from SCAD, from dropping off Jeff at SCAD, she sent me the most beautiful message, like telling me how much our relationship meant to her, and the 2-3 nights that we spent together in Savannah, like just bonding, and it was so beautiful and candid. It actually brought tears to my eyes.
But I know she means that, right?
Yeah.
Like that's beautiful. I love that you're doing that. And just to say, Sagittarius woman, this is the epitome of a Sagittarius, a girl's girl. Girl's girl, truly though.
Yeah.
I always say that. That's awesome. Oh my God, that's fun. So she's going to be here for a long weekend?
Yes, she is.
That's awesome.
We are. So I found, you would be surprised how difficult it is to find a well-recommended peptide doctor in LA.
Yeah, I've never.
I asked 5 different people who were all quite well connected in the industry or like, you know, love self-care. Nobody could give me a straight answer. So I ended up just going on Google and finding a doctor in Beverly Hills who just had like rave reviews.
Okay. Yeah, you have to keep me posted because there's maybe one that I know, but I'm sure the wait list is crazy.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
So you do know of one?
One.
Huh.
Lucas, I think his name's Lucas.
Okay. Well,
just
because
like a friend, goes to him, but I think that he is a pretty extensive. But yeah, it is interesting.
Yeah, because you know she's she's a middle-aged Chinese woman living in Vancouver, so but she's so open-minded to all this stuff, and
but she's just so grateful for you. That's awesome.
And it's kind of like I'm really enjoying it.
I love that.
You know, one of my followers asked, how does TCM view peptides?
It's a good question.
And so for our listeners out there who are new to peptides, because not everybody understands what they are, it's sort of a very, I'd say peptide therapy right now is a very LA, New York, not very accessible kind of thing. I mean, Elon Musk is doing it, right? Like, I mean, people like that. So, but it is becoming more accessible. Mm-hmm. So peptides are short chains of amino acids that signal your body to perform certain functions like boost collagen, reduce inflammation, or promote healing. And they're becoming really popular in skincare as well as longevity circles because of anti-aging or regeneration. In fact, a lot of GLP-1s, right, so Ozempic, Mounjaro, weight loss drugs are also considered peptides.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And so actually from a lot of menopausal women, because you gain weight around the middle, I mean, you significantly gain weight once you hit menopause, getting on a GLP-1 is really good for maintaining, for weight loss. Yeah. And in fact, there's an OB/GYN, there's a gynecologist in LA, I forgot who she is, but she does all the stars and all the Kardashians. She credits herself with popularizing with semaglutide.
Wow. Yeah, that's fascinating.
Because a lot of her patients were hitting, perimenopause, menopause, gaining weight, and she was prescribing them.
Wow.
Like Ozempic, semaglutide. Now, I think now everybody's moved on to Mounjaro because...
Yeah, I don't know the difference.
I think it's actually... You know what? It's different drug companies.
Oh, okay.
I think Ozempic was version 1.0.
Sure.
So that's what like Kardashian and...
all the OG users.
Yeah, and Elon Musk, right? We're all on. But now they've been like version 2.0, 3.0s, and people are moving to those.
Interesting.
So...
it's fascinating though, because they used to use it for type 2 diabetes.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
Well, now it's they say GLP-1s are a super drug because once you lose weight, then all your other like heart disease, blah, 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 that all goes away too.
Fascinating.
So it's really, I have a lot of HBS classmates who are on it, like who are starting companies in it. It's like really quite the new thing.
Yeah. I mean, peptides is becoming huge in this space.
And so for TCM, it's really more about restoring balance instead of stimulating aggressively. My concern with peptides is that if you overstimulate, actually my concern with peptides is overuse.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what I was even going to say with the GLP-1s or the Ozempic. I mean, all that stuff. People who do overuse it, like hair is falling out, like too much is...
Stomach paralysis.
Too much. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. So it's... everything in moderation, including moderation. Right. My mom used to always say that.
And the thing is, if your body relies too much on something else doing the work for you, then it depletes your jing, which is actually your life essence. So at the same time, if you're doing peptides, you should also pair it with good sleep, good rest, right? Healthy exercise, good food, good herbs.
Yeah.
And TCM is about yin-yang balance, seasonal eating, and emotional regulation. So I think peptides really is too new of a thing for TCM to have a fixed like yay or nay on it.
Sure.
But just generally speaking, going back to moderation and making sure you maintain balance is the key. I actually had, in Ibiza this past summer, we were out partying so hard that we did a lot of peptide therapy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like instead of an IV drip or something like that?
Oh, it was an IV drip.
Okay.
Because peptide therapy is often given via IV drip. So it goes into your bloodstream straight away.
Interesting. Yeah, like an NAD or...
Exactly.
Interesting.
All that stuff.
Yeah.
And you know what? After one of them, I was down for like half a day. Because one thing I realized is you have to be very careful with the speed. Because we were a big group and our peptide therapist, I think he was very rushed.
It can hurt.
And so he had our drip speed very high, but that I think overwhelmed my body. And also,
I've heard that with NID, people will get like...
Yes, yeah. I was like very jittery.
Yeah.
You have to take it slow. And then also I didn't have a full meal beforehand. That was my fault.
So your stomach's like, whoa.
Yeah, I was like, and then I was like in bed for half a day. Oh, we were supposed to go hiking and I like missed out on the hiking.
Yeah, it's one of those things that I'm like, there isn't a ton of research, so it's like, be careful, right? Obviously, but like, I think it's amazing, but it's also, know your body, trust your body, go in slow. Don't do a whole like, okay, I'm going to do 72 different peptides. Yeah. I'm excited to hear about y'all's experience.
Yeah, because my personal goal is I want to find Joanne a new boyfriend in the next 2 years.
Has she dated?
Not really, because she was a single mother in Vancouver raising her son, but also because she's a freaking badass businesswoman.
Oh, she's busy.
A few years ago, and my husband, her former husband, helped her out by acquiring a very old, like a 30-year-old frozen foods like dim sum brand in Canada.
Cool.
That came with a factory. And so they do like dim sum, baos, hagao. I mean, all the Chinese like dim sum foods, and she sells in supermarkets. And since acquiring this, and she runs her little factory with like the brand. I think it's been 5 years that she's been doing it, and she's like increased revenues by a multiple of 5.
Go off, girl. That's amazing.
So badass. So she's poured all her time into this. She's at the factory every day, like overlooking her team. She's I think they're in like 100 stores in Canada.
Wow, good for them.
And all the supermarkets. She's in the Chinese supermarkets, and she's in the Western supermarkets.
Wow, very cool.
She's so inspirational.
That's amazing.
To me.
That's
so
awesome.
Inspirational to me.
But so she hasn't given herself any time.
Yeah.
To feel good. And when you're doing that kind of work, you don't feel cute. You don't it's just grinding.
Right, exactly. So she's coming, she's doing a Prenuvo scan, she's doing the Peptide.
Wow. Did you do a Prenuvo scan?
Yeah, I did. I did it a year and a half ago. Prenuvo. I mean, and for our listeners
I'm
out there.
Hey, Prenuvo, give me a free scan.
Yeah,
that's what I need. That's what I want.
It's amazing. It scans for 500 different health conditions, and anything in your body or cyst that's over 1 cm. 1 cm and bigger.
Yeah.
It's a 1 hour full body MRI scan that's completely safe. And I think for me, I'll just do it once every 3 years as prevention. That's all you need. And because for her, she's just been so busy, wrapped up in her day-to-day, work and life. I'm like pulling her out. I'm like, you need this as your health. Like, you need to take care of yourself. Self-care, self-love, all these things.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, how cool to have somebody in your corner that's like, it's like your advocate. I mean, you're her own little advocate, right? She needs that. And then she can go, and then she has the tools to go continue to do it for herself. But that's so beautiful. Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I'm excited for you guys.
So one of the other questions a follower asked was, what is the red string on your wrist?
You're like, it's just for fun.
Well, so this is actually the Kabbalah red string, and I even brought the pouch over today, so you guys can look at it in the video. I got it from the Kabbalah Center in LA. So here's the thing with Kabbalah. It is not religious. It is not a religion. It is a study of spirituality. So you can be Buddhist and study Kabbalah. You can be Catholic and study Kabbalah. And this red string that I have, and it used to be much longer, but I've tied it on all my loved ones, and there's only a little bit left now. It protects you from the evil eye. And the evil eye is a form of negative energy which stems from envy.
Yeah.
So this red string, it's traditionally tied on the left wrist. And I had mine tied at the Kabbalah Center. For my loved ones, I tie it myself. And then you tie with 7 knots while saying a prayer. And so basically on the left wrist, it absorbs and contains protective energy and acts as a spiritual shield.
I love that.
What's interesting is that in Buddhism, we also have a red string.
Oh, funny.
It's a red cord, and it's usually given to you by a lama or a monk.
A llama?
Yeah, not the animal llama. It's like
I was like, a llama?
A monk llama.
Okay.
And it's to attract good fortune and remind you of your spiritual vows.
Oh, I love that.
Isn't that lovely? So,
yeah, it is.
So because I'm like
through line,
deep into studying Kabbalah now, and it's brought me so many blessings. And Kabbalah is the reason why I have a good relationship with Joanne.
Totally.
And, it's I put one on my stepson.
Love.
And you're supposed to wear it until it just falls off. And then I put one on my husband. Unfortunately, I tied it a little too tight.
Oh,
so sometimes he calls me in the middle of the night on video being like, "Lao po, like wifey, it hurts."
Oh my God, that's
I'll be
hilarious.
like, "Well, take it off. Just cut it off. It's fine." He'll be like, "No, it's good luck. I can't cut
it's
it off."
Bad juju to cut it off.
So, yeah.
Oh my God, you have to get him a new string.
I know. And
That's
then in Savannah this past weekend, I tied one on Joanne.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah. So and actually that was perfect because then it filled up. That was like one string. And
how beautiful.
Yeah, to me, it's more of a reminder, really. Like when I look at it, reminds me to follow the principles of Kabbalah.
I love that though. Yeah, it's a good. I mean, I always wear.
Yeah, you have your crystals, right?
Yeah, always. I never take them off.
The purple ones are really pretty.
It's ruby. I love it. It's a very grounding stone. But whether or not it's grounding me through the crystal, or again, like you said, the reminder of when I look at it, I'm like, oh, yep, okay, relax, take a beat. Breathe. That's why I breathe also tattooed on my hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that. Very cool.
Another follow-up question is, can you share some herbal soup recipes for menopause?
Love.
Yeah. I realize I think I have quite a few followers in perimenopause or menopause.
I think that you should write a book that goes with Antivorta. That's like all different
TCM
menopause.
healing.
Exactly.
I am getting a lot of inquiries. Yeah, about I'd love to do like a cookbook or something.
Just like a simple, like almost. Anyways, we can discuss. But that just came to my head when you said that.
Yeah. So for this, I actually asked my own stepmother because I have one and she's amazing. And the funny thing is in China, like even if you're not in menopause, you still drink these soups because you just make whatever the matriarch in your family makes. You just drink whatever the matriarch in your family makes. And so the thing with traditional Chinese medicine is that herbal soups for menopause, they really focus on nourishing the body's yin. Remember, there's yin and there's yang. So yang is heat and warming. Yin is cooling and nourishing. Because when you're in menopause, there's so much excess heat. And that heat is what causes hot flashes and night sweats. So we choose yin nourishing herbs that cool your body down and restore harmony. My stepmother's favorite, which I also really love because she gave me a bunch of recipes, is huangqi dunji tang, which is huangqi, which is a Chinese herb. So it's huangqi herbal chicken soup.
Ooh, yum.
And huangqi is, I had to look this up, the English name is astragalus root. And then, so it's called huangqi dunji tang, right? So dun means to stew and simmer, and ji tang is chicken soup. Which reminds you, all those books like chicken soup for the blah, blah, blah. So it's so true. Like in China, in Chinese cooking, it's all about chicken soup.
Same with, Latin culture too. My ex would always do, like, literally make a soup of a whole chicken.
Yes, we put in the whole chicken.
Same with him, yeah. Yep, and now that's how I make it because you get all the good collagen, everything.
Yeah.
Super healing.
And in fact, in China, we like to use black
chicken.
Not
my ex, what are we saying, Kabbalah?
Former.
Yes,
Thank you. Former boyfriend.
Thank you.
In Chinese cooking, especially in Hong Kong, we like to use a black chicken called wu ji.
Oh, wow.
In Cantonese, wu gai, and the skin of the chicken's black.
Whoa, interesting.
Yeah.
There's more nutrients, maybe?
Yeah, there's more nutrients.
Interesting.
So for this huangqi herbal chicken soup, the recipe is that we take one whole chicken, or if you are grossed out by the idea of one whole chicken, you can take about 1.5 pounds of just chicken thighs, and you can just put it in, or you cut it into chunks if you want. You add 10 grams of huangqi, which is the astragalus root, which is the herb. You add 10 grams of dangshen. Now, dangshen is Codonopsis root. And in TCM, it's amazing for fertility. And then you add 5 or 6 red dates, which in Chinese we call hongzao. You take the pits out. And a small piece of ginger. So we always slice ginger. We throw ginger in every single soup pretty much. And then you add 4 to 5 cups of water and a little bit of salt. What you do is you rinse the herbs to remove any dust. You blanch the chicken in boiling water for 3 to 5 minutes, and then you drain and you rinse it. And then in a large pot, you combine everything, bring it to boil, and you low heat simmer for 1.5 to 2 hours.
Yum. I'm going to make this.
Chinese soup's all about slow simmers. I like to simmer stuff in my rice cooker. My husband teases me all the time. He says that I'm very lazy because whether I'm making a fried egg. Smart,
yeah,
exactly.
I think you're smart.
Whether I'm frying eggs or, or making congee or making soups, I put it all in the rice cooker because it's just cleaner.
It's easy.
It's contained, And TCM tip, huangqi is warming. So if you have acute colds or if you have a lot of internal heat, like if you have bad skin or red face or irritability, consume it moderately. That's one thing we say. So that's one of my favorite soups. And I do have more, but maybe we'll save them for next time.
Yeah, save them. That's a good one. I'm going to try that. And I'm sure all those herbs you could get from Chinese
You can
market
from Amazon.
or Amazon.
Yeah, Amazon. I buy my Chinese herbs in the States. I buy them from Amazon.
Yeah. Well, I got my red dates from Amazon.
Woohoo! All right, guys, that's it for today. Keep the questions coming. I see you. I hear you. I will answer you. Visit my YouTube channel to watch the full episode. And if you want to support the show, please leave a rating and a review. Thanks for tuning in to Mind Your Manners. This is your host and etiquette life guide, Sara Jane Ho. And remember, no matter what life throws at you, with me in your ear, you got this.